Hello everyone, I am BeBetterGamer. Welcome to BeBetterGamer Wrestling, your place for Let's Plays of WWF No Mercy, WCW NWO Revenge, and Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. I do a lot of other bonus videos around those Aki wrestling games, just like today's episode where I am doing a CAW. I am bringing you a CAW that I didn't really create 100% completely, but I did pull this CAW from an old Angel Fire website I used to go to way back in the day, and this is my Macho Man Randy Savage CAW. Here it is, Randy Savage in the flesh. Ooh yeah, can you dig it? Let's create a wrestler. Is what I would imagine he would say. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. The profile, moves, fighting style, parameters, ally, enemy. You can get that in the description below. I'll have a link to a Google Doc. I will have typed out everything for you. But I just want to show you right away how to make his appearance. So we're gonna go to his body type, and we're going to pull it up. It's medium 1. We give him the 4th skin tone, which is the most tanned skin tone, I would say. Head, male 7. That's the biggest head. Face, 89. Male, 89. I believe that's a face from Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, and I don't remember which one. Hair, we got middle 1. Comes down to the shoulders. Front hair 28. Give him that receding hairline he had since he was a kid. And you give him the dark black hair. Facial hair, you give him that nice long 12 goatee or beard, whatever you want to call it. No masks, no hats. Ring attire, the meat and potatoes of his outfit. Short tights. And I gave him the light pink color. You could give him regular pink. Just don't give him dark pink. Macho Man never really wore too dark colors. It was always vibrant and bright. Nothing upper body, no tattoos, no gloves, but you do want to give him the white wristband 1, regular white color. Very generic outfit if you think about it. I mean, obviously we don't have all the stars and patterns. Knee pads, you're gonna want to give him knee pad 1. Again, I gave him the bright yellow. That's the regular yellow. Don't give him the dark yellow, so you can do either or. And again, boots to match the knee pads, which is what he usually did. He usually matched his knee pads with his boots. Sometimes he, differentiated. But that's it. Very simple, very simple. Look from the Angel Fire website. They have a whole entrance attire and long tights theme. I didn't do any of that. Instead, I decided for his second outfit, I decided to give him short tights once again. Give him the purple, light purple variation. You could give him regular purple if you want. Don't do dark purple. And then I gave him, as you can see here, I gave him the orange variation. These are the outfits I remember the most. So I gave him the ones that, just jumped out to me. Light orange, short tights, and then the light orange knee pads to match with the yellow boots. And then the 4th one could be anything. I mean, I gave him the green and yellow because, again, these are the outfits that I remembered him wearing. He had all different types of variations. He had, the red and yellow when he was teaming up with Hogan. I think he also had, the yellow with the red knee pads. So you can do whatever you want. I mean, again, just like how I pulled this this CAW model, this base from the Angel Fire website. I didn't make him completely from scratch, except for the parameters, the moves, the ally, enemy, all that stuff. I put on my own. And again, that'll be in the link in the description below. I'm going to do a little match, show you him in action. Now, the moves, I took all the moves pretty much from WCW NWO Revenge. I went through WCW NWO Revenge as Macho Man, played him, wrote down all his moves. Well, I actually recorded it. I used to do that. I used to do the, when I made this Macho Man way back in the day, because this is pretty, I would say this is probably pretty close to how I made him back in the day when I first did it. I used to write down the moves while I played WCW NWO Revenge, and then go into WWF No Mercy and create the move set from, with the moves transferred over from Revenge. But here I was able to record it, didn't have to write it down because we're in the future now. Technology has allowed me to do that. I don't give them entrance music. You can give them entrance music as you want, but if they don't have pomp and circumstance, why bother? There he is with his WCW NWO Revenge taunt. I love that they kept all the moves from WCW NWO Revenge in this game. Makes it much easier when you're translating characters over, especially guys like Macho Man who have wrestled in the WWE and you want to have them in WWF No Mercy. not a lot of legends who wrestled around the time that Macho Man did, but I figured I'd go old school. I'd give him old school Big Boss Man to fight. I could have chosen anyone else, but for some reason I was like, let me choose old school Big Boss Man. This is a match that you probably would have seen on Saturday Night Main Event or something. You know, babyface Boss Man against heel Macho Man, or even babyface Macho Man against heel Boss Man. That could have very well happened, because Boss Man was both back in the day in WWF. But yeah, his moves are from WCW NW Revenge. Again, I will have it all typed out below. Obviously, you add a few moves when you do a created wrestler, transferring over from Revenge to No Mercy, because you got the running grapples, you got the extra grapple moves. I am playing on the expert difficulty, so it's going to be very interesting how this match plays out. Macho Man, again, what I like about this Macho Man CAW is that it's very basic, yet you get the picture. You know who that is. From afar, you can kind of tell, oh yeah, that's Macho Man. And that's what always made the WWF No Mercy CAW, creative wrestler mode great, was because, it didn't look picture perfect exactly like the guys, a lot of the times, but you got a good enough idea. You can get a sense of who they were. And especially because, we are talking the N64, so from afar, that very well, that could be Macho Man's face. You can't really tell unless it's close up, and you don't get a lot of glimpses of his face close up. So I think that's what's kind of cool about it. You don't need the stars and the designs that Macho Man would have on his tights. I mean, he did wear, a lot of the times, he did wear just regular plain tights and plain knee pads and boots. So you don't need all the detail. Here I go. I'm winding up for the big Macho Man Punches. I think it's incredible that this was his front special in WCW NW Revenge, because it's become so iconic. And of course, when he does the taunts in Revenge, he would do the oh yeah. Here I go, going for the taunt, the big elbow drop, gonna put Big Boss Man away very quickly. This is kind of a squash match for Macho Man. Here we go, 1, 2, and he kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, Boss Man kicks out of the flying elbow. That would never happen. You would never see Big Boss Man kick out of the flying elbow. No disrespect to the recently inducted Hall of Famer Big Boss Man, but come on. The only person I only saw like a few people ever kick out. I'm sure Hogan's kicked out of the flying elbow. I definitely know Ultimate Warrior kicked out of the flying elbow. That was a whole big thing. He kicked out of 6 flying elbows in a row at WrestleMania. I don't remember how many, but not many people kicked out of the Macho Man flying elbow. If you have a CM Punk CAW, you could pretty much give him these tights, and then you can say that's his CM Punk Macho Man tribute outfit. CM Punk pretty much wore similar tights. Again, he had the stars going down across the front of the tights, and I believe the back as well. And that's when CM Punk definitely started playing up the whole flying Macho Man elbow drop when Macho Man had passed. It's so funny how something as simple as a flying elbow drop has become so iconic with one person. It's not like the Stone Cold Stunner. Stunner is such a specific move. The rock bottom is such a specific move. But the flying elbow, anyone could do a flying elbow, but we all associate the flying elbow with Macho Man, and I think that's so cool. And speaking of moves, Macho Man's moveset, let's be honest, his moveset, he was a great technical wrestler, yeah, but he could brawl as well. So I think a guy like Macho Man, when you're creating him in WWF No Mercy, it's pretty cool to create him, because you can give him a very generic moveset, but again, you still feel like you're playing as Macho Man. He doesn't have a lot of flashy moves. He's just got a bunch of suplexes and headlocks and like a lot of what I would call the generic wrestling holds. Here I go again for the second big elbow drop. Gotta give him the taunt, and then Big Boss Man doesn't even let me get the pin. So the funny thing about doing this video is that in WCW NW Revenge, this would happen a lot. When I was playing against the computer with Macho Man on the highest difficulty, they do not stay down after you do the elbow drop. Good luck trying to keep them down long enough for the elbow drop and the taunt, because usually if you would taunt, they would come up right after the taunt. They'd come up like, you know, in a dazed state. But in WWF No Mercy, that is not supposed to happen as much. Usually they stay down and you can win, you can beat them. But for some reason, Big Boss Man knew I was gonna be recording this match, so he was like, nah, I'm gonna make it hard for you. So, you know, here I go, giving him another third front special, going for another third flying elbow drop. Not really getting a lot of distance on this one, coming in kind of close, a little too close for realism's sake. But I get to put Big Boss Man away, and there you go. That's my Macho Man CAW in action. Have fun. I hope you enjoy creating him. Again, you could find this CAW on the Angel Fire, you know, No Mercy Wrestling CAW's website that I took it from. But I did all the grunt work, man. He didn't put any moves on that website or like parameters or anything like that, so I did all that on my own. So that's the beauty of this game. And when you're doing a created wrestlers, you know, if you don't like Macho Man's face that I did, put another face. If you don't like his ring attire, change the colors, whatever. But this is just to get you started. I hope you like this video. Check out all my other WWF No Mercy CAWs, and check out my WWF No Mercy Let's Play with Macho Man, where I finish up the Intercontinental Championship path. I am BeBetterGamer. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep watching wrestling.